Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve, and we've been kind of back. I've been trying to get some videos out. Problem is, if you guys haven't been keeping up with live streams, I've been a bit busy this October with Halloween camping. I actually helped out with a couple of haunted trails for weekends. Also been working on my basement windows. So both the windows in my office got yanked out, swapped out, re-cemented. I at least re-cemented for the rest of the basement. The ones in the office here, I actually made little boxes so I could use them as shelves, which I couldn't originally. So that's great. Problem is, my office has been destroyed for like about a month. So I haven't really been able to properly do any recording, but we got it back together. We're clean. I got room to do things. Good to go. So first one being back, we are doing the McFarlane Toys Elite Edition Fallout figure of the T-60 Power Armor. Now, main reason I got this, also I think this is officially Fallout 76. I never got the stand out. Which, for the game, 76 has been fun. It's been a game that we keep going back to whenever we kind of get bored of the new hotness that's out right now. Except for Helldivers. Currently I'm playing Helldivers. But every time we find a little lull, we're just trying to find something that we could play together. We're like, well, there's always Fallout. So, but I love Fallout, love the series, love the video games. Well, the majority of the video games. Personally, I like 3. New Vegas is one of my favorite games of all time. 4 was fun. Fallout 76 has been fun. And I feel like the T-60 power armor is one of the more iconic ones. And with this one coming with a bunch of the extra accessories, I feel like it was kind of a no-brainer to want to pick up. I got this one, and the Ranger should be showing up soon, which the Ranger is probably my favorite outfit from any of the Fallouts. But anyways, with these videos and these reviews in particular, they are unedited. Go by our Patreon in advance if you guys like to help support the channel. Really good way to do it. Get early access to these videos. We also got a Discord attached. Go to Get Homie for Customs and a lot of other tiers. If you guys want to check it out, greatly would appreciate it. And if you guys like to pick this up for yourself, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Another good way to help support the channel if you guys are already buying this stuff. I don't think it's sold out anyways. There's going to be other pre-orders. There's other versions of this you can pick up too. So again, if you guys, especially if you're going to utilize the free shipping, because I think it's $80 or over, you get free shipping. It's easily my go-to for buying things. My Ice Monsters Legion came from there. But anyways, enough of random shilling. I had to pay for this guy. But anyways, without further ado, for its packaging, we got Fallout on the bottom, Elite Edition, nice metallic-y gold. I'm actually super excited about they're doing what the heck are they calling them? It's image creation, something like that. It's the original comics from Image. They're doing figures of Savage Dragon and Witchblade and stuff, so I'm super excited for those. But overall, pretty solid packaging. I wonder if they're going to actually make some of these other power armors from the game. Be kind of cool. I know they just announced they're doing a Volt Tech color of this, which I'm kind of interested in, because you can get that in the Lone Survivor, which would be kind of cool. Got some Legal Mumbo Jumbo on the bottom. And I already got him opened up out of its cardboard prison, because when I went Halloween camping, I actually took this guy with me and we did a bunch of photos. You might have seen it if you clicked on the video for the thumbnail, was one of them in particular. So I got all the accessories out minus the stand here, which I do want to get out. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to be pitching the box. Because for the most part, I don't tend to keep a lot of my McFarlane stuff. Because usually a lot of my McFarlanes, I end up customizing them. Which for this one, we get the Fallout 76 logo on the bottom. But other than that, it's pretty atypical McFarlane stand. Which you can just peg it in on the bottom of the feet here, which just helps this guy stand. Which, for the most part, I'm actually going to adjust the camera just a little bit. This guy actually stands really well on his own. And even doing the photos in varying terrains, he wasn't that hard to keep up, right? So, not quite a necessity to have this with this guy in particular. It's more or less just to kind of remind you what game he's from. But still, it helps if you're trying to do like specific poses, or maybe you want to have him in kind of like a walking pose and maybe not have his legs on the ground for some odd reason. And it'll probably not help you. There we go. I'm confident that'll stay. All right. For this other stuff, I actually don't know. So we got the Elite card here. On the back, just kind of gives you a little data file for the figure. I kind of wish, because I'm going to be honest, I forget the official name of some of these weapons. It would be kind of cool if it had like maybe a little checklist that like went off or like rattled off what each of them were. Would have been kind of cool, but I'm digging the card. Also, my little thing got scuffed there, it looks like. It's a redemption code. Is this for their... Oh, I just get 300 points. Okay, that's what that's for. I was like, I wonder, because I know they were trying to push having the... what the heck was it? It was like, you got like a 3D file of the figure that you could like put in like a digital room. It's kind of like an NFT weird shenanigan nonsense, which definitely wasn't into. But I'll take points. Free points are sweet. But anyways, for his accessories, I guess we'll start with his hands, which I do have to get his hand out of one of these things. But he does come with a pair of trigger fingers. He has an open hand, mainly for just kind of gripping some of the other weapons. You get a pair of clenched fists. And an extra pointing finger. So if you want him kind of picking his nose, that is an option. Although it actually probably would be really hard to get that hand up there, if I'm gonna be honest. It's mainly for you want to mainly just like point out to other figures in your collection. It'll give you that option. All right, so this is the part where I'm not 100% which each one of these are. I know this one's the laser pistol, which looks good. It's got a bit of that gunmetal kind of finish to it, where it's black with some silver dry brushing. Got a little yellow there for the battery, which looks solid. Funny enough, nothing really going on the front here. Maybe it would be nice to maybe have like a little bit of an indent in there, just to give it a little bit more of a barrel look to it. But overall, I think it's still solid. You get the plasma pistol, which has that really nice neon green inlaid. Rest of the weapon is just done in the same black with a metallic silver finish over top of it. Do like this one a little bit better. It has the barrel on the front of it. I think is a really good option for them. Then you get a pistol. Not sure exactly. This is like the part where I'm like, I don't know exactly which pistol this is, because it's definitely not a pipe one. Let me know in the comment section below. But this one actually has a barrel on it. But looks solid. You get everybody's favorite gun, the Alien Blaster, which actually has a little bit of a dark red on the sides here. It's very toyetic, which I definitely really like. Odd for the power armor, gonna say. I honestly, I'm tempted with when the Ranger comes in, having him with the Alien Blaster, because it's just, I don't know. I feel like that's like more like my character model from the game, so I just want him running around with this thing. But details really nice. For the big guy here, I do believe this is an incinerator. I always want to hold it like this. I don't know why. It's supposed to be like this. But same color scheme. You might notice there's a little bit of a bend to it because it was sitting in a backpack for a minute. I heated up the straighten. I might have to do it one more time. But it actually has a little bit of a rust color going on it too. On certain sections. You got the red here on the fuel intake. Which when he holds onto this one, it's primarily from the back here. It's a bit hard to get him to hold onto it kind of properly. I'm going to try my best to show that off. If I can get it in his fingers. Like I said, I was pretty much out in the woods on a beach doing some photos with this guy. Bend his elbows. Kind of work the hand around. And then you can get him to kind of rest his hand in it. And then hold it sideways. He doesn't quite grip it though, which I kind of wish there was maybe a hand that had a little bit more fingers to it, just for something to grab onto a little bit better. This is also me just like trying to quickly pose this around, but solid option, but not the easiest for posability. And then you also get the, I think this is the 50 machine gun, which looks good too. You got the little magazine on the side here, very old fashioned, which I dig it. It's probably, honestly, probably my favorite one to want to pose with this guy. I hear my child upstairs. Jessica decided to change her diaper as I'm recording. It's good times. But you just kind of hold this. You can also maybe just have them like dual wielding weapons. But again, really sweet. And then for the, oh yeah, actually we got one more thing, don't we? And then we have this, I think it's the ski sword. Yeah, it's a ski-o-matic, soft landing with the little three-leaf clover. Can't quite talk today. It almost kind of looks like a lightsaber in a way. Instead of actually being a sword. Looks like something you'd maybe play like cricket with or something. Which you have to understand what a crumpet is. To know anyways, I digress. It has a little handle here from metallic silver. You got some red there. Honestly, some really nice color variety on it. Odd choice for running around in your power armor. What would have been kind of cool is if they would have had the the one with the saw. Would be sweet. It's like the Mr. Something's buzzsaw. Again, I'm forgetting. I apologize. Let me know in the comment section below how much I'm failing you. Please don't. I'm sensitive. All right. Anyways, for the rest of the figure here, one thing is probably going to be, it's more of a nitpick than anything. But with this being kind of considered like an elite version of the figure, I do wish for the head that they maybe would have utilized some clear plastic for the eye visors and for the lights. I don't need to like light up features or anything, but just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more than just being solid plastic, with just painted on effects, which still looks really good overall. He's even got the tubes along the side of the head. But I think it would just made it like feel a little bit more upscaled than just like the standard McFarlane figure. Like even though this is bulkier and honestly for what it is, I think it's actually got quite a bit of more posability than I was expecting it to have. Like it's actually decently posable. But that's like the one thing. I think it just would have kind of like bumped this guy up even farther. Then he's got the little backpack thing on the back where you got the little tubes there this is where the power cell goes. Or that unscrews. But armor's got a nice dingy look to it, which it already looked like this before I took it out into the wilderness. It's got a little bit of browns here and some reds on the sides. It's got the gray on the front of the stomach. A little bit of whites here, a little faded whites. It's a bit of a beige color here for some of the sections of the arms. And the one thing too with the plastic, and I don't want to say it's probably just the way the plastic was done, but it has a lot of like imperfections and scratches all over the place, which kind of actually helps to really show off the armor in a way. Because I imagine it's just like it's sealed and they do like one shot with it. But it's got a lot of nice texturing to it. And with the cuts and scratches and random imperfections, it kind of helps make it seem a little bit more real. Because it does have like that like typical like Marvel Legends kind of like plastic feel to it, like it's just on a hefty scale to it, but honestly still really nice. It's very reminiscent if you guys have ever had like an older NECA Godzilla figure in a way with the bulkiness, or I don't know, some of the big spawns I haven't really quite had this same feel with it. The Cyber Spider Woman from the Spider-Verse movies is kind of in the same boat as this thing. But overall, detailed really nice. Love the heft to it. And funny thing too with the heft, the articulation isn't too bad. Where you have on the shoulders here, they are on double ball joints, so you get a lot of play with these. Head's on a ball joint, so you can rotate it around, get a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of an up and down, and can kind of scoot a little bit forward and back. Get that oots with it. Arms, because this can work around, they're on a hinge, so they can go in and out. Little loose, if I do say, but it will hold a pose. And it goes forward and back. It's got single jointed elbows, which are on a ratchet, which I kind of wish the ratchet on the shoulders were a little tighter, because it sort of has the same thing here. This one's a little tighter, but not nearly as much as the elbows. You get a rotation at the top of the bicep, nothing at the elbow. Hands can rotate and are also on a bit of a hinge, so it can go up and down, but also a ratchet. Weirdly there. Then the waist can do a little bit of a wiggle, can rotate it side to side, a little bit forward and back. Legs, not too much in the outward direction as to be expected, but solid forward kick, good back kick. Actually, I thought that rotated. That does not, in fact, actually rotate. So, not, got like a little bit there, but I wouldn't stress it too much. Then single jointed knee, which is also on a ratchet. And then the feet can go forward and back. And this actually has a little bit of flex to it, but I think that's just because of the softer plastic there than it actually being a point of articulation, and a little bit side to side. So because of the weight, he's a little bit wiggly, especially in the chest region and the shoulders. But like I mentioned, they can still hold the weapons really well. It's just in comparison to the rest of the figure, I kind of wish they just had like a little bit more stiffness, and maybe say the hands, because I get a little bit wary on these being such stiff ratchets here that I'm going to overexert that peg there that's on the hand. And then finally, if you want to swap out the hands, I just recommend grab it at the base of the forearm, base of the wrist, apply a little bit of pressure and pop them out. It's actually really easy to do on here because there isn't really that much of a nub here to swap them out. So they come off and on really, really well. And overall, sweet figure. He ran about $60, which I think in terms of like your standard McFarlane figure, because prices have been going up lately, this to me seems a little bit, it's weird. Like, I don't feel like I got gypped or anything. Like, I feel like I pretty much got bang for my buck, because he does come with quite a bit of accessories. And I'm trying to think of this guy sort of like a NECA Ultimate, where a NECA Ultimate would have probably been $40, 40-ish bucks for this guy if he was in this size. Maybe it would have came with 2 hands, maybe 4, and a couple weapons. I feel like for an extra, $20, you get a couple extra weapons, you get the stand, you get some extra points to use online, which I'm totally showing this QR code. Gotta try to use it before everybody else does, before I put this video up. But I'm digging it. And it's nice too, because I feel like the articulation's a little bit more elevated, but then again, I don't have any of the other ones that are going to be coming out, because I'm assuming they're probably just going to reuse this mold for like the Voltec one. So it's more or less you're just paying for the extra accessories, which compared to a normal McFarlane, pretty solid, because you're spending probably like $30. This guy's a bit heftier than a standard McFarlane figure, and so much more with it. So I'd recommend it, especially if you're into Fallout. It's a super sweet purchase. And I like too, because I was thinking about getting the TV series ones, but I was going to be putting the head on him anyways. And then saw this was coming out, so I was just like, easy purchase. So digging this guy, super excited for the Ranger. Again, if you guys like to pick up some Fallout figures, link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Good way to help support the channel. And anyways, I think that's pretty much it. So you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, and Facebook. Guys, keep up to date with the channel. Donate. Greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to get some custom stuff done for yourself, or get some accessories for your giant monster figures, or a burnt pizza for your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's the only thing I have made that isn't for giant monsters. But currently, check the Etsy down below. Another good way to help support the channel. Anyways, I'll see you guys next one. Bye bye.